Tonight we explore a dystopian world, manipulated by algorithms, corporations, and science. Here, your imagination reflects through an endless labyrinth of circuits, lurking just beneath the surface of the binary mirror. Dystopian ideas are not invented. They are detected by people experiencing them. They begin as a low-frequency hum of cultural anxiety, a signal that a society's foundational code, its assumptions about progress, technology, or human nature, is developing a critical bug. This detection isn't an act of imagination, but one of diagnosis, a recognition that our pursuit of utopia, whether through political ideology or technological salvation, is veering towards a cliff. It is the chilling intuition that the tools we build to perfect ourselves are the same ones that can control or eradicate us. For the intuition to become a reality, it must be fed into a pressure cooker of contradiction and chaos. Ideas this volatile are not born in the sterile, managed environments of corporate R&D or academic consensus. They are forged in the friction between disciplines. This is the muddied habitat, where a technologist's breakthrough is stress-tested by a historian's skepticism, where a philosopher's ethics collide with a biologist's capabilities. This process is inherently messy, antagonistic, and allergic to incrementalism. It is this environment that causes anxiety from surveillance that eventually hardens society into being controlled by the all-seeing eye of their regime. The final stage is an act of weaponized extrapolation. The author isolates a single, terrifying variable from the present: radical non-transparency, algorithmic control, the commodification of genetics, and pushes it to its absolute breaking point. This is more than a simple what-if scenario. It is a logical proof, demonstrating how a virtue, pursued to its extreme, becomes a mechanism of control. The goal is not to predict the future, but to dismantle the present, showing how the society we are building, piece by piece, already contains the architecture of the prison we will one day inhabit. This process found its source code in Yevgeny Zamyatin's We, the 1921 novel written from inside the blast radius of the Soviet experiment. Zamyatin, a disenchanted Bolshevik naval engineer, wasn't speculating. He was documenting the physics of a revolution collapsing into tyranny. While other books had imagined dark futures, We provided the genetic DNA for the modern dystopia style. It established the core tropes: the emotionless surveillance state, the citizen reduced to a number, the rebellion of a single questioning mind that would become the bedrock of the entire genre. Zamyatin's masterstroke was not depicting tyranny, but engineering its seductive logic. His one state is a frictionless society built on the mathematics of happiness, a city of glass where the chaotic variable of human desire has been systematically patched out. Individuality is a syntax error. Imagination is a disease cured by a fantasiectomy. The novel's conflict, the loyal mathematician D503's encounter with the chaotic rebel Fine 330, is the story of an irrational variable being reintroduced into a closed system, causing it to crash. The horror of We is not that the state is cruel, but that it is rational, and its citizens have willingly traded their souls for a life free of pain. Banned by Soviet censors and unpublished in its homeland for nearly 70 years, We became a dissident blueprint, its ideas bootlegged into the imaginations of the West. Aldous Huxley's chemically placated society in Brave New World is a direct descendant. George Orwell, in his review of the novel, openly credited it as the primary inspiration for 1984. Yet Zamyatin's warning feels more prescient now than ever. In an era defined by the promise of algorithmically curated happiness and data-driven perfection, his century-old novel isn't history. It's a live terminal running in the background of our own algorithmic age.